podcast. I have the pleasure of being here with Ms. Meghan Livingston today, and we are going to talk about our case management, but not just case management, but long-term case management, and how that's a little bit different than what we talked about last time with Paige, and how this is different than the emergency support, but this is long-term, walking alongside people so we can get them into that second part of our mission, which is to be that self-sustaining portion. And yeah, so that's that. So Meghan, we are so excited to have you.
Thanks for having me.
For
I'm really
sure.
excited to be here.
Yay! I'm excited to let the people know about this program because it is new-ish to us,
It is.
and it is such an amazing program.
It is.
So first, yeah, let's just go ahead and just jump straight in.
Sounds good. Let's
Tell
go.
us about you. Tell us about how you got here. Tell us about your role here at the place.
So my name is Meghan Livingston. I am the case management manager here. I have been here. I just celebrated my year here. Yay! And it's been the best year ever. I've really gotten a chance to find myself by working in this field and what I really truly am passionate about. And the long-term case management program is just phenomenal to be a part of. It's a lot of work, and I want to pull my hair out many days. But it truly is an amazing experience to be a part of.
Yeah, that's amazing. You do amazing work, so we just have to start by saying that.
Thank you, thank you.
So I know this is like part of those job interviews. Like, if you could describe your day or like your day-to-day operations, what would that look like in your role?
So, as a long-term case management manager, I have a lot of paperwork, of course, but there's a lot of one-on-one visits,
Okay.
a lot of creating case plans with families for the long term, setting goals, setting action steps on how we're going to get there, and just taking it step by step. And that is a huge chunk of my day, is doing that repeat, because every family that walks through our doors, their needs are different,
Yeah.
their plans are different, and what they need to do to get there and for stability and self-sufficiency is different. So
I love that you can do it with that individual basis
Yes.
and really just be able to tune fully into that family.
yes, it's very individualized. One family is definitely not like the other. It could
Yeah.
be the same basic issue. They both could have housing instability, but how we need to go about getting to them that stability is completely different. So.
Yeah. So with case management, that's a term that we use internally, but how could you define that so that everyone who's watching or listening would be able to understand what case management is?
Creating a plan and walking alongside your client
Okay.
and your families every day to help them meet their needs. Sometimes they're in crisis with things.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just longer goals that we're, working towards. We've met the immediate needs, and now we're working towards that long-term effect.
Okay. So I love the walking alongside them. I use that a lot when I reach out to donors and just say thank you for walking alongside us, but you get to actually walk alongside the clients
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
And you also oversee the cottage, which isn't something we're going to talk about today, but is another amazing long-term program
Yes.
for our 6 currently young
Yes.
women who are living there. But that's another episode.
That's another episode.
But it is another big part of your
It is.
your
It
job.
is.
I know that I think I've heard you say that like your clients and the girls at the cottage are like your kids. and
They
so-
most definitely are. They call for text for everything, and I feel honored that I've built that relationship with them to where they're comfortable enough
Yeah.
doing that. That is huge. I was
Yeah.
super nervous when I started here, taking that on. So it's awesome to be a part of. It really, really is awesome to be a
Well,
part
I
of.
hope you know how much like you're just impacting their lives.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to the long-term case management program specifically. What makes that different than like the emergency financial assistance that we do here?
So emergency financial assistance is meeting that immediate crisis need,
Yeah.
where the long term is we're building skills, we're creating stability and long term change,
Okay.
so that the families can create a better future for themselves.
Okay.
So that they can create that path for self-sufficiency and long-term stability. So.
Okay. So this is less of the 1 month of assistance
Yes.
and more of a future builder.
Yes, we do there's many different parts to this program. They just allow us to really help families.
Yeah.
A lot of the families in our community, yes, they call for, emergency assistance, but that portion that we can help with, as big as that is for those families, many of them, it'll be the same thing next month, sadly. And so this helps us really take that all in and create a more positive path forward for them.
I love the passion that you can definitely hear from you when you're talking about it.
I do. I love this program.
Yeah. What does it take for someone to be a part of this program?
So, like I said, willingness.
Yeah.
My main thing I need to see from potential families participating in this program is willingness. They
Okay.
need to be honest, open-minded, and accepting of, advice.
That's a hard one.
Yes, it is. They need to be honest with themselves and me.
Okay.
We can't make that change forward if we're not telling this part because we're embarrassed about it.
That makes sense.
So honesty, open-minded, willing. They need to be able, consistency and commitment.
Okay.
Because it is require work out of them.
Yeah.
It's a lot to change your
It's not
life,
easy.
and it's not easy.
Yeah.
And some days will be really hard. The change will be really hard.
I feel like that's a lot on your shoulders because
Yes.
you have to be cheerleader,
Yes.
but you also have to be coach,
Yes.
and you have to be parent,
Yes.
and you got to be financial coach, and you have to do all those things to dig down, find the issues, and then figure out a path to change.
Yes. And that is, like I said, tiresome. Some
Yeah.
days, some days I want to pull my hair out. But it is really cool to see when you start seeing change happen in
Yeah.
your families. Some of my very first families that I've had, I've seen a lot of change go on. Big things have happened for them.
Yeah.
And the light that shines is just, it's electrifying to see. So it makes it all worth it. It does.
I love it so much. Okay, so we do have an application process.
Yes. Yes.
Because not everyone can do it, and I think that we started talking about referrals, but let's just hit that up one more time.
Yes. I work with the school social workers.
Yeah.
And a lot of them already work with these families that
Okay.
they're referring. So they will continue to work with the school social worker, and then they will also be working with me. That is part of the partnership that we have with them in this program. And they have to show up. They have to play an active role in this. It's not just a handout. We are trying to give them a handout. We're really trying to help them make that change.
Yeah.
But that it takes work on their part.
Yeah.
They also have to, there's another component, the financial literacy component of it, and that is a mandatory requirement that they participate in that class. That class is amazing. There's not only the teacher, but there's also financial mentors that are in the class that they can work one-on-one with.
So that's our financial literacy class that we have here.
Yes.
Okay.
And so they will learn things about budgeting, debt, credit education, because I know it took me forever and some very hard lessons to learn what credit education was. I was like, how to bring down their debt, how to create that plan forward financially to where they will be okay, how to build a savings account.
Yeah.
So this program really allows us to be able to do that with these clients. And this class, well, it probably should be mandatory for most humans everywhere.
Yep.
But it is a requirement of this program.
Okay. I know that we have those classes here, and we've had outside instructors come in, so we can partner. We've partnered with Truist. We've partnered right now with Pinnacle. So it's just a great resource that anyone can take a part of.
Yes.
We don't have to be in one of our programs to take that financial literacy class.
And they offer childcare and food there, so that we really try to eliminate barriers of families that come up with reasons why they can't get there.
Yeah.
We want you to be able to show up.
Yeah.
You know, if you need help with transportation to get there, we will help make that happen for you. So I highly recommend that everybody take advantage of the class. It's very educational.
Little plug for that.
Yeah.
So we talked about how they get in the program, a little bit of an overview of the program, but what specifically can this program help them with?
There is a wide range of services, which is very exciting. You know, because in short term out there, there's only, you know, some rental assistance and then utility assistance, and that's limited to just those, and it's only a portion of that. We are able to provide families who are rental arrears. We can help get them out of eviction.
Okay.
We can help with move-in deposits, security deposits, application fees, first and last month rent. There's also monthly rental assistance that we can help with, which is huge for these families. Huge. We can help with utility payments, gas cards, food gift cards that I've been providing for families, especially our bigger families that it's really a struggle. I even got new brakes and rotors on one of the family's only car that they had, so that they continue to have that transportation, so they could continue to get to work to make that income that they needed to create that stability in their life. You know, there's so many different avenues that we get to help with this grant. I was blown away when I first saw everything that we could provide for families. It's huge.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So not only can we get them into an apartment, we can help them.
Once they get in, we can help them create that stability so that they can stay in there. So that they're not in the same situation that they just worked hard to get out of.
And I know that's one thing that we talked about with the emergency financial assistance, is that people can be living paycheck to paycheck, but then if they need new brakes and rotors and I know that's where that can come in, but that's a huge part of this too, that if we can foot that bill for them where they can stay on track with their progress, they can get there a lot sooner.
Because those barriers come up, people living paycheck to paycheck, they don't have that extra money to overcome that barrier. That barrier, it just stops them dead in their tracks. And so us being allowed to provide the financial assistance for that just allows them to keep going. You know, and that's a huge relief on some of these families that I talk to. When we go over things that we can help with, it's like a breath of fresh air to them, because not only have they never had anybody support, but they never thought any of this was possible. And so it's huge.
Yeah, that is huge. Thank you for sharing that. So one of the reasons that we're able to do this is because of a state grant and the funding that we get from not only that grant, but then also our partners in the community. So tell us a little bit more about the Home Art Supportive Services grant that we just got, or last year.
Yes.
And why that type of funding really matters and makes a difference.
So this grant is huge. When you think about the families that we can help with that, it blows you away. And
so that funding is what allowed us to create that program, or to change it from just the emergency financial assistance
to the long term.
Be able to take it to that long term. So what does that, I guess, when you go back to our mission where we're providing essential needs and services, where that sometimes is our emergency financial assistance, how does that play into that second part, into that creating self-sustainability?
It allows us to help for longer periods of time. We are able to help with multiple issues, multiple barriers for a more extended period of time, instead of just that 1 month. We are allowed to continue to help for several months with several different things, so that that family can really move forward continuously, so that nothing is stopping them from creating that stability and that self-sufficiency that we strive to provide our families.
How long can you work with a family?
It's about a year to 18 months.
Okay.
Not every family will need to be in there that long. Every every family is different.
Yeah.
But we can work with them between 12 to 18 months.
That's a long time.
That is, it is. I think a year will probably be the average
Okay.
that I work with most families. But I'll play that as every family comes along right now.
How many families are you working with right now?
16.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
We have 16 families right now and actually got 3 more referrals this morning.
Wow.
So our numbers are climbing. Word has gotten out about the program, and we have a lot of our school social workers, a lot of their families need that long-term help. Yes, they needed that immediate help, but most of them, they really need the long-term help with it.
Yeah.
It's not something that we can fix in just a month. So,
yeah. That's amazing.
Yes, it is. It's a little overwhelming at times.
Yeah.
But it is amazing.
Yeah, because you need to keep track and.
I do, and meet with everybody. They all have my contact information, and they are not afraid to use it.
But that's great though.
That
You're
is.
creating those relationships
Yes.
with them, so they're finding that safe space here.
Yes,
But-
and they feel comfortable, working with me,
Mm-hmm.
going through the good stuff and the bad
And the bad.
stuff, and that's important.
Yeah, that's super important.
Yeah.
So I know that sometimes they can get heavy, but what do you find is the most rewarding part of this job? These are my
There's
favorite.
so many things in this program and this job are rewarding to me. I just like to see families come back alive.
Okay.
It's something that's really hard to express.
Mm.
It's one of those things you need to see it. But I have seen families smile again.
Mm.
I have seen families become families again, not just a group of people living together.
Yeah.
Kids get their parents back. Or even if it's a single family, they get that one parent back.
Yeah.
They get that love and that connection back. So watching the light come back on in their eyes and throughout their whole, their entire family it's extremely rewarding. It makes every day, the ups and downs and the pull your hair out and the tears,
Yeah.
it makes it all worth it. It really does.
Is there a story that you can share with us?
So, I have some amazing families, but my very first family, I've always referred to them as my poster child family.
Okay.
Because they were exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
They had all the motivation and the willingness, the determination. They didn't want me to do everything. They were ready to do the work. And I watched them go from homeless to housed. They've now been in stable housing for 6 months.
Okay.
Over 6 months. They're employed. They have built a savings account and currently have almost 3 times the rent in their savings account
That's
right
amazing.
now. That
Kudos to them.
that is huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. They threw their daughter a beautiful Christmas, which was very exciting to see in their faces because they've never been able to do things like this before for her. We've gotten her a brand new bed
Yeah.
built and brand new bedding. They just have worked really hard. For a long time they didn't have transportation,
Okay.
and they walked everywhere.
Wow.
They walked to get the groceries. They
Even
walked
with a
to
little
and
one.
from work. They walked her to the bus stop.
Wow.
But they were actually just the other week they were able to get a car.
Oh my goodness.
So right now we are working on getting that insured and tagged
Yeah.
so that they will have reliable transportation. And they have gone from having people doubt them
Yeah.
and treat them some type of way to people wanting to help them.
Oh.
A lot of our volunteers
Yeah.
and from our food pantry came together when this family joined the program, and they really stepped up and they made so many dreams possible by donating stuff that they had that they weren't using anymore that this family needed to get this family to make that house
Yeah.
a home for them. And it's they are exactly what I would like each family to be. They really are. So
Congrats to them.
they will always be my poster child for this
Yeah.
program.
Congrats to them. Congrats to you.
Yes, thank you.
That's a huge win.
Yes. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. With that, you mentioned them not having the transportation, but they were working, but still walking to their jobs, walking everywhere. I feel like that's sometimes a misconception, is that people think that the people who are coming to us aren't working,
Yes.
are lazy, or just not
Yes.
trying.
And that is
What-
not true.
What misconceptions can you sort of?
That is a big
Figure it out.
one. Many people think that people that, apply for this program don't work,
Yeah.
when 9 out of 10 times they are fully employed. Some of them with 2 and 3 jobs.
Yeah.
You think that they don't have any money, but the truth is, to struggle out there, it costs money.
Yeah.
Hotels are extremely expensive. They're $500 and $600 a week for your ground level motel.
Yeah.
This isn't a 5-star embassy suite somewhere. So they do have the money, but they're so busy trying to keep that roof over their head somehow, or keep food in everybody's stomachs,
Yeah.
that they can't get themselves to the next level and
Yeah.
in a stable home. It's hard to put money away when every cent that you make has to go to just get by.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we talked about it earlier. Sometimes it can just be that one big life event.
Yep. One illness, a car accident,
Yeah.
a job loss. That one issue
Yeah.
can destroy everything. It's not always that they've just been, lazy and not done anything their whole life.
Yep.
A lot of families in our community are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And missing one of those paychecks can be detrimental to
Yeah.
their stability. It really can be.
It's crazy, but it's awesome that we have something that we can.
Yes.
We can be there.
Yes, we can be there. We
Not for
can help.
everyone yet, but we're getting there.
I wish there were clones of me everywhere, but there's not. But we are making a difference in a number in our community, and
Yeah.
that's what's important.
Yeah. I agree. So for those listening or watching today, how can they help? How can they support?
You can volunteer.
Yep.
Volunteering your time here is huge. Financial donations, because yes, we have this grant, but there's a lot that isn't covered with the grant as well, that these families need. Donating items. A lot of these families, if they're homeless, they do not have, 9 out of 10 times, they do not have anything to put into their new home.
Yeah.
They are starting from the ground level. So things like that are always just spreading the word.
Yeah.
As well is a huge, is huge.
Yeah. I know you mentioned financial, so that's my program area.
yes.
So of course we are always looking for monthly donors to walk alongside us as the place, so that we can support where the need is greatest, because maybe it is emergency financial assistance, or it is those areas for these families that the grant doesn't cover, because with it being a state grant, there are stipulations. So some things that our clients need that we are just not able to use that money for, so we still need to fund this program. We always welcome, like I said, those monthly donors. So we do have that matching grant going on right now through the Community Foundation for Northeast Georgia. So they are helping us keep people off the streets. We're helping us continue that, or to fight homelessness and keep people in their homes. So that's what we are looking to raise money for right now. So if you are looking to give back in a monetary way, please do look that up. It is Have a Heart for Our Community is the name of that campaign, and it is on our website. And then, definitely volunteering, and just being a part of the solution, walking alongside us so we can walk alongside our clients.
The opportunity to play a role in these families' journeys is very rewarding.
Yeah.
And when you want to help programs like this, you get to be a part of that.
Yep.
Your impact is felt, and that is something I feel everybody should carry with them.
Yeah.
It's, this is our community. These are our neighbors
Yes.
that are applying for this program. This is the lady who works with you.
Mm-hmm.
This is the lady at church who sings in the choir. This is the single dad that you see at the grocery store every Sunday getting groceries. These people that apply for this program, they live in our community.
Yes.
They make our community what it is. They play a very important role just like everybody else in the community. So in a sense, you're helping the community.
Yes.
You're helping us continue to grow as a community. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah. Your donation makes an impact. Or
Yes.
your donation of time, items, or money.
Money. It all makes an impact.
Well, Meghan, is there anything else you can think of that you want the people to know?
No, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here, Meghan.
Thank you
I mean,
for
it was
having me.
super inspiring to hear what you do every day. And I
Thank
know
you
that-
so much for having me. I appreciate it.
I know you sit just right on the other side of the wall, but sometimes it's hard for us to
Sometimes it's
remember.
very hard. There's, everybody's, we all got our busy schedules. And
Yeah.
it's a constant buzz around here, so.
Well, you are definitely living out our tagline as well. You're supporting, you're empowering, and you are transforming lives. So thank you so much for what you do on a day-to-day basis, probably
Yeah.
in and out of hours.
Yes, this is true too.
But if you want to learn more, you can reach out to Meghan.
Yep.
She is Meghan at theplacega.org. You can find us on our website, theplacega.org, or give us a call, stop in.
We'll be here.
Yes, we would love to take you around, show you a little bit more about what we do here at The Place. But thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.